Hakeem Jeffries, the generic brand Obama, the knockoff Obama, the bad photocopy with dead eyes, is scrambling with his past linkage to Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein, which I believe is a total non-starter, nothing of a news cycle, but it's about the Democrats trying to create heat against Trump and Trump flipping the script, turning it back on them and smearing it in their faces. This needs to blow up in their faces proper. It's almost done with the news cycle. It's almost going to go away. The more that's released about Jeffrey Epstein, the more people are going to see there's nothing there. So thank you guys for watching this channel, and thank you guys for supporting this show. Here's Hakeem Jeffries.
House Oversight Chairman Comer said yesterday on the floor that you had Jeffrey Epstein over for dinner and took money from him back in 2013. This was after he was on the sex offender list. Any comment on that? And will you be holding members accountable regardless of party affiliation if there were any misdeeds related to the Epstein files?
Was that a serious question or a serious statement from malignant clown James Comer?
Oh, he called James Comer a malignant clown. What happened to the gentleman across the aisle and all those manners? Malignant clown James Comer.
I had Jeffrey Epstein over for dinner.
Yeah.
I accepted money from
you probably ate him.
Jeffrey Epstein. What's extraordinary to me about the clown show on the other side of the aisle is that they lie with impunity on things that are objectively verifiable. And why do they do that? It's because for months, Republicans have been burying the Jeffrey Epstein files. Not Democrats. Our view continues to be the same. We want to make sure that what the survivors have asked for, which is full and complete transparency.
Okay, let's get the banking records out and see if you change your story of donations. How much money did you take from him? Here he is again.
During the very high profile Michael Cohen hearing, Stacey Plaskett was in direct communication with Jeffrey Epstein, and this was after he pleaded guilty to sex crimes. This is after the Miami Herald investigation into all these heinous acts. So why, as a Democratic leader, why are you okay with that?
Yeah, where's the condemnation of it when you're the Democratic leader of Plaskett?
I expressed my position on the floor yesterday. My statement speaks for itself.
Thank you. Then question withdrawn. No further questions, Your Honor.
In a bipartisan way, the resolution that was introduced targeting Stacey Plaskett was defeated. And it was defeated for several reasons, including the fact that it was a dramatic overreach related to throwing her off her committees.
No, friend, it was only defeated because the Republicans did a backroom deal with the Democrats. 3 Republicans turned tail because they were afraid of another Republican guy being exposed. You dolt. And now let me get to a word from our happy sponsor right now with Chapter. And now happy patriots know that Medicare annual enrollment is right now, but you're reluctant to call my friends at Chapter for help. The call is free and they're here to help you, not just get you into the plan that makes them the most money. I'm one of the few channels that read all of your messages. Is there any thanks for that? I hope so. I love talking with you guys, and you guys are over the hills, just head over heels for Chapter. Here's one of them. My wife talked to Chapter yesterday, and I did today, and we both got set up with our Medicare insurance carriers for next year. Thanks, Doug. Chapter makes me look good every time you call them. That's why I like them. I like helping people, and there's nothing easier for me just to give you a phone number and they help you with your Medicare insurance. Please give them a call. The phone number will be the first pinned comment. So for the best help, helping you compare Medicare plans, call Chapter at 631-961-8696. Make sure you tell them Doug in Exile sent you. That's 631-961-8696. Call Chapter today. And now back to our show. Okay, this one gets rank every time we talk about race. Here's Scott Jennings is accused of racism. I'll let you guys make your own judgment if you think he is exhibiting racism here with this black gentleman.
Scott, you keep saying, well, he didn't do anything. There's no indication of criminality. If that's true, he should be elated that we're putting these things out.
If that's true, it is true. Can you name any evidence?
I would like to see the evidence. What I'm saying is...
You think after 10 years of public life, you wouldn't know it already?
No, I don't. That's exactly the point.
Oh, my goodness.
Scott,
this is an IQ test. Don't fail it. Come on, man.
Scott,
10 years Donald Trump has been in public life.
That's embarrassing.
Scott, it is an IQ test. I mean, for 10 years, we haven't heard any names. So you really think that no one's involved?
No, obviously, Larry Summers was involved. Stacey Plaskett was involved. There's all kinds of people involved with Jeffrey Epstein.
If someone was...
Just real quick, I just want to bring it back to something that just happened. I feel like I just heard Scott call into question this black man's intelligence with the IQ test.
That's what
I feel like I heard that. And so I just
feel like I heard that. You got to check your IQ, he said to the black gentleman. And now here comes Scott Jennings. We know what you really meant by that, he says.
Let's say something. This is what it sounded like.
You want to make it racial? Go ahead, but it's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, I think that.
By the way, we know each other and we're friends. I know this man. He's a smart guy, and we're having a debate. We're having a debate. Don't make it into so. We don't even know each other, but we do.
This actually relates back to the topic that we're having, Scott. There is you're sitting here with so much confidence without seeing all of the documents that Donald Trump is innocent. There is a presumption of guilt that a black man walks around the United States with, that I have been watching Donald Trump navigate this situation with the presumption of innocence that is never afforded to us.
He sounds like Michelle Obama.
Right? This is the same guy that is trailing 29 rape allegations. And we have videos of him saying things like, grab him by the you-know-what. Just the very fact that he's documented, connected.
Because he's white that no one went after Trump. Did people not go after Trump? He got a mugshot. 134 indictments against him. They impeached him twice. What do you mean he got a pass because he's white?
To the country's most egregious pedophile. Enough. That fact alone is enough for us to ask questions about if it's a disqualifying factor for leadership. So I just don't know why you're so fervent right now saying that I know for a fact he has nothing. Can we see the files and make that decision? Scott?
Look. Here's what I think. It's been going on for 10 years. If there was...
Okay, he passed on the "you're a racist" for the IQ comment to his friend, Scott Jennings' black friend who he's known forever. Okay, here's Rep. Ro Khanna if Hakeem Jeffries should return the money that was donated to him. I made this comment in the last video, and now Ro Khanna, Democrat, is asked the same question.
Any comment on Hakeem Jeffries' campaign soliciting money from Jeffrey Epstein himself back in 2013?
It's the first time hearing about it, obviously.
Comer said it on the floor.
Well, I don't know if it's true. I mean, you're just saying it, but obviously anyone who took money from him should return the money or didn't donate the money.
Good. That's why Comer's going after his bank records. We're going to find out exactly how much money they owe back to the Jeffrey Epstein estate.
I don't know, his leader?
I have to look at what you're saying. It's the first time hearing about it, but he should certainly return the money or donate the money. And it's the first time honestly hearing about it.
Yeah, return or donate it. How about donate it to Trump's campaign if you lose? Now here's Thomas Massie. This is Sean Ryan. He's a big influencer, and this is me in a rare disagreement with him. I've not seen this much unity and alignment on one single issue since 9/11. It feels like the country's about to detox and cleanse itself from the most disgusting parasites on the planet, the elites that have been untouchable for lifetimes. Let's hope not all the evidence will be destroyed, and we will finally see the consequences in the form of justice. He says that the Epstein files united America. The problem, this is my problem with it, is it united America with Democrats to keep this issue alive. Trump didn't want it. In the end, I don't believe justice is going to come to anyone. I don't think there's going to be a bunch of perp walks. I just don't think, I think if the evidence was there, one of the past 5 administrations would have gone after him, and they didn't. And people of all stripes have looked at that stuff, and nothing came of it yet. So here's Thomas Massie on the cover of Politico, happy, smiling. When this guy is happy as anything, and by the way, hats off to Thomas Massie, you did win this one. Both the Republican Party and Trump, they didn't want to release these files. It was a nothing burger. They wanted to keep it out of the news cycle because we want to get back on Trump's accomplishments. And this does show that Thomas Massie effectively grabbed a headline and ran with it. So reluctantly, I'll give you credit for this win. I will never give you credit for uniting America with the Democrats away from Trump's agenda. That's my beef with you. After fighting for 5 months today, we succeeded in forcing both the House and the Senate to pass the bill to release the Epstein files. Thank you for your attention on this matter. He's imitating Trump there. If you want more of this kind of action, please support my re-election. And then he gives his donation site because he's running and campaigning on the Epstein files. Doesn't care about children, guys. What should we care about? How about Sharia law being brought into America? This is posted by Rep. Keep Self. This is Keep Self. Keith Self, Republican, on the floor with something actually important that we should be concerned about.
Mr. Speaker, Islam is a culture with patina of religion. Sharia is the law of Islam. Sharia is dangerous. Western values form the basis for the founding of America.
True.
Namely, that rights come from our Creator.
True.
Ours is a Christian-based culture. Sharia, on the other hand, is a culture of violence and domination, totally anathema to the concept of individual freedom. The United States Constitution and Sharia are fundamentally at odds with one another. The Constitution begins with "we the people." Sharia states Allah has said. Followers of Sharia believe Muhammad received a divine legal code that stands supreme over all man-made laws.
And that's the difference between Islam and Christianity. People say, how can you say that Christianity can be the law of the land, but Islam cannot because it's a separate constitution. Now, here's Eric Swalwell, guys. This is why I'm against Thomas Massie, why I'm against the Epstein files, and why I'm against dividing MAGA and going over to the Democrat side. Here's Eric Swalwell telling you what's going to happen if the Democrats win. You know who they're going after, number one and number two? Tom Homan for the border czar and Kristi Noem. Here's Eric Swalwell in his own words. Believe them when they tell you what they're doing.
And Kristi Noem and Tom Homan, you should familiarize yourself with the four corners of this room. Kristi Noem and Tom Homan, get to know that witness chair. You're going to be parked in it for a long time. You're going to have a lot of questions under oath with the subpoena power.
Is that what you guys want? That's what supporting the Epstein files means. That's what staying distracted means. This will be done by there's only one answer to this, and that's MAGA, the Republican Party, staying together, united around Trump for a win. You're not going to win by weakening him and going off on these wild goose chase things that are against his marketing, his branding, and his campaign. In 2026, Swalwell is saying, if that's next year, in 1 year, there will be an election. And if they take the House, Tom Homan and Kristi Noem are going to pay the price. It's not going to be Marjorie Taylor Greene or Trump. It's going to be Tom Homan dragged before Congress by this creep who had a relationship with a Chinese spy, went to bed with a Chinese spy, is going to be interrogating Tom Homan and Kristi Noem for removing illegals from this country. Is that what you want? Or are you ready to get on board with MAGA and quit dorking around with all these other distractions?
And I hope what you're doing is clean and can withstand the scrutiny that everyone on this side of the aisle is going to bring.
Everyone, Democrats.
You think we won't do it. You think you're invincible.
No, they don't.
You're wrong.
No, I think you're a corrupt, illegal, and you will make up any charge that you can to get Tom Homan, just like you got Trump, to get Kristi Noem, just like you got Trump. And it's time for America to wake up. Republicans, wake up. This is the game the Democrats are playing, my friends. They're playing for blood and they're playing for keeps.
Accountability is coming. You've got about a year, and I yield back.
Yep, 1 year. That's all we got. Let's keep playing. Please, let's keep playing, guys. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Everyone going, oh, the Epstein files, we're finally going to get some good job. Good job. What a huge, stupid, lengthy distraction when our country is at stake. Meanwhile, here's the good work of Kristi Noem. I found this clip just released today.
Today, we are announcing that we have stopped all grant funding that's being abused by NGOs to facilitate illegal immigration into this country. So it's amazing to me the hundreds of millions of dollars that have been spent by the federal government that has been sent to NGOs to facilitate this invasion of our country. So
if we lose in 2026, Swalwell and the Democrat creeps are coming after her for stopping NGOs, non-government organization, from laundering money back into the Democrat Party.
I've taken action to stop those funds, to reevaluate them, and to make sure that we're actually using the taxpayer dollars in a way that strengthens this country.
Yeah, that's all. That is target number one. Now here's Laura Loomer on Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's working with George Sorros. says Laura Loomer. Reid Hoffman and the radical left to get Trump with false accusations of sexual predation. On Monday, November 17th, Marjorie Taylor Greene posted this video below with a message about the vote on the Epstein files. At the end of the video, there's a link for World Without Exploitation is the link. World Without Exploitation, WWE, an anti-human trafficking nonprofit, operates as a fiscally sponsored project of the Tides Center, aka the Tides Foundation, major progressive dark money hub that was received tens of millions of dollars from George Sorros and Open Society foundations. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Let's take a look at it. Look, here's the video. That's the t-shirt right behind Marjorie Taylor Greene. How can she stand on a stage? There's World Without Exploitation with their power to the survivor. T-shirts funded by George Sorros. Marjorie Taylor Greene, quit goofing around. Do you really want to have Tom Homan and Kristi Noem brought before Congress in a massive investigation and Trump impeached? What do you guys think in the chat below? Is it time to stay on topic and get serious and unify MAGA? Come over to our side, Marjorie, because we're not coming over to your side. I'm Doug in Exile. Call chapter, guys. That really helps this channel out. Subscribe.